Here's a live look from our tower cam of the campus of UNT, and Mario's back here. Depending on where you live, what should folks expect over the next few hours?
Over the next few hours, for most of us, it'll be quiet.
Okay.
But our western counties, that's where we need to be paying attention. So if you are west of Fort Worth, you want to make sure you're paying attention because we're actually tracking a few thunderstorms that are severe, and that's why we have a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 10. It does not include Tarrant, Dallas, Denton, or Collin County, but it does include Wise, Parker, Palo Pinto County towards the west. And that's where we find our radar the most active. We're watching these thunderstorms, really cluster of thunderstorms that continue to sink towards the south. I'm also watching a few showers that are now really lowering on coverage toward the northeast. Meanwhile, I'm also watching thunderstorms along our far western counties and into West Texas. A few of those storms severe, that along a dry line. Now, this activity generally will push towards the south as the rest of the evening goes on. So again, we still have one severe thunderstorm warning that I talked about at the top of the hour, and that is for Young and Jack County. And that's primarily for hail, and that severe thunderstorm warning will likely be extended if that storm holds strength and continues pushing towards the southeast like it has. So this is roughly showing us the location of the thunderstorms right now and how they'll progress towards the south through about 7. That's showing us 7. This particular model is showing that there could still be the potential for a scattered shower or storm across areas of the Metroplex. So we'll be watching that, but most of the activity stays west. And look at this. These storms continue to progress towards the south as the evening goes on. That's now showing you around 9 in the evening. And this activity eventually does wind down after that. I do think the severe weather threat will be done by around 8, and eventually we'll start to clear out. By midnight, I think we'll just see some cloud cover in the area. Your evening planner showing the temperature staying in the mid 80s through 7, 30% coverage mainly for the west of DFW, 20% coverage kind of lingering into about 9 p.m. and then dry after midnight. Tomorrow morning, temperature dropping to about 68 degrees. Tomorrow and Saturday looking dry but humid. We're looking at about a 40 to 60% coverage of rain then on Sunday and Monday. I know a lot of you probably have some outdoor plans for Memorial Day, but we have to be mindful of the weather. Our next cold front is what's going to bring in the next round of showers and thunderstorms. So that's around 7 in the morning. Look at how dry it is. Just some cloud cover in the area. But as we approach the afternoon, that cold front is going to sink towards the south, and that's when we start to see some of this activity ramping up. I do think that most of us will stay dry most of the day Sunday. Sunday afternoon and evening, that's when we'll start to see some of this activity popping up. Sunday night into Monday, we'll see a bit more coverage, especially along our eastern counties. And this front right now looks like it may stall on Monday. And if that happens, we keep rain throughout the day with about 60% coverage of rain. The threat for severe weather at this point looks slow, but be sure to keep checking back in with us. We'll continue to update you on that. Temperature right now of 83 degrees as we look from our UNT cam. Tonight, temperature drops to 68. It'll be mild. It'll be humid. It's going to be warm tomorrow, a high near 91 degrees. We'll see a mix of sunshine and cloud cover, but warmer, humid conditions, winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20. And on that 14-day forecast, we're looking at temperatures in the 90s, not just Friday, but Saturday as well, with highs in the low 90s on Sunday. Now, Sunday, like I mentioned, for a big portion of us will stay dry for the morning and early afternoon with scattered rain in the area. Sunday, as a front comes in, that front drops our highs from the 90s over the weekend to 80 on Memorial Day, and we're looking at a few 70s Tuesday, Wednesday. We will have the chance to see a few lingering showers and thunderstorms as that stalled boundary kind of hangs out in the area Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll dry out towards the end of the week, and as of now, it looks like we keep the 80s in through late next week into next weekend. And as we approach the first few days of June, we could very well see a few scattered showers in the area. Be sure to keep checking back in with that, but slowly but surely those temperatures climbing back into the 90s just in time for June.